Hello, and welcome to Learning in Technology. My name's Frank, and I'm glad that you're here. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of little quick tricks that we can use in the discussion section of Microsoft Teams that can actually have a really big impact. If you like videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure to like and share this video if you know any colleagues that will find it useful. Let's have a look at a couple of very simple little tricks that have a really big impact when it comes to Microsoft Teams. So what I'm going to show you is, it's quite simple, but it really makes a huge difference. It's one of those things that if you know about it, you know about it. If you don't, you don't. So after this video, you'll know about it. So what I've done is I've got this team here called Superheroes of Education, which by the way includes you. And I'm going to have some channels in here. Lots of different things about channels, and I'll talk about this in another video that I'm doing about how to set up a team in advance of a class starting. But in this particular class, I've decided to have a debate, and it's going to be an online debate. And this is going to teach critical thinking skills. It's going to teach debating skills and research skills. This is going to be a asynchronous debate. So they're going to have a period of time where they can go in and they can get evidence to support the motion and evidence against the motion that I'm going to introduce. But let's introduce the motion. So if I go in here, and I probably do another channel called Debate Rules, but underneath here, the people that are debating for the motion, what I'm going to do in here is, notice that we want to get the conversation started. And if I go in here and say, we think that we should buy a spaceship. Every superhero team needs a spaceship, or do they? That's the debate. Okay, so, I mean, you know, some of them can fly in space. They don't need a spaceship. So we go in here, but you'll notice, not really that, it doesn't stick out. It doesn't pop. So what I can do here is you'll notice that I have a format. And up here, I can start a new conversation. I can control who can reply. I can post across multiple channels. So this is going to be really useful for my debate topic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, instead of a new conversation, I can turn it into an announcement. And I can say class debate. And underneath the class debate, what I can do is I can say debate motion and rules. And then what I can do is put it in here, and I can say at, and in this case here, I can go at specific individuals, or in this case here, I can say at the entire team, which is the superhero team. So I go in here at Superheroes of Education. So every student will receive a notification that they're going to get this, this announcement. And I'll say, we propose that the superheroes... It's always embarrassing when you're making a video and you can't spell, but that's okay. So the superheroes buy a new spaceship. Okay, oh, for heaven's sakes. There we go. So we propose that the superheroes buy a new spaceship, but maybe the other people think we should teach Frank how to type. So now I'm going to go in, excuse me, go across multiple channels, and I can select to put that in both the debate for and against the motion. So by default, because I'm creating it in the debate for the motion, right? It's already there, so you can see it's there. I update it, and now when I send this, and you can put in things like video, or you can put in a Word document. You can attach files to this. This becomes a really nice way of setting up an announcement as opposed to just a regular post in there. And look, it shows up as a nice announcement. People that are part of the team get notified of that. And it's a really great way. And if I go to debate, where am I here? I'm debate for the motion. Let's go against the motion. Check it out. My announcement's in there as well. And if I go to the meeting rooms, they're not there. So sometimes with meeting rooms, one of the things is, and not to get too mathematical about it, but if I break students into groups, the formula that we use for lines of communication is n times n minus 1. So if I have 20 students, it's 20 times 19 potential lines of communication. That's too much communication to occur. It's too much noise will occur. So by breaking them into groups and having them talk about a topic, then reassemble in the larger group, and you can see my video on how to get their attention to bring them back to the larger group. But by breaking them into small groups, have them discuss something And you can do it synchronously or you can do it asynchronously. Sometimes I like to give them time to think, and that really brings out some of the shy people's contributions as well, because some people need more time to think. And then I break them into groups, put them into meeting rooms. Groups 5 or 6 people is usually what I like to keep it at. And then what happens is they get maybe, you have 2 hours or you have 2 days or whatever, depends on your schedule for your course, to come up with a answer to these questions. But I don't want to have to type in those questions 15 times. So what I can do is just choose, go into group A here, choose to make it a announcement, and again answer or discuss these questions. And then what I can do is put the discussion questions in there, and then what I can do is choose to put it onto all of my breakout rooms. So now all my breakout rooms will get the same discuss these questions, and then I will say, okay, you 5 go here, you 5 go here, and so on and so forth. So very simple. I hope that was useful for you. It is something that I use very extensively in terms of my own teaching, the way that I like to teach, synchronous and asynchronous, mix them together, and I'll have more to talk about that on this channel. So if you want to, you can subscribe. I hope that was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next videos. There's some more videos here of mine that you can watch, and please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with others. Thank you again.